Hello guys, I hope you all are doing really well. I'm excited to talk to you and share with you a very important step. Whether you are a software engineer working in Siemens or TUV or Cognizant or a nurse working in any of the hospitals, Alterheim, or a doctor waiting to get your C1 level German language, all of you basically need a German language proficiency certificate and to a certain level, basic level, which is a good enough level to help you out with your time in Deutschland. Okay, so let's start the video. If you have ever wanted to learn German but thought it was very difficult, too difficult, time consuming, so I have good news for you. The good news is I learned German in precisely 11 months. 11 months. Yeah, and I am not joking. So in just over 1 year you can learn to B2 level of the German language with Goethe level certification, B2 Goethe certificate. So I'm going to share you exactly how I did it, and you too can work on it and you can do it too. So let's start. So first and foremost thing, why offline learning is the best. Am besten. First of all, I learned German offline. So I would suggest you too should do the same. There are many apps and online courses, but for me, offline learning was the best, and the reasons are just too many to ignore. Because I had direct interaction with the teacher, real time interaction with classmates, real time conversations, and no distraction whatsoever at all from the notifications from the social media. Offline classes helped me to stay focused and disciplined, and I could practice speaking from the first week itself, or rather, the simple sentences Guten Morgen, Guten Tag from the first day itself. So, benefits of learning offline were real conversations, more focus, faster progress. Now, let me talk about the foundations. Yes, foundations matter, and the stronger the foundations, the better it is for your journey ahead. I didn't rush into the complex sentences at all, or rather, my teacher did not make us rush through the complex advanced structures or topics. Instead, I paid extra attention, or we were made to pay extra attention to the basics A1, and A2 level. I made sure I understand German grammar fundamentals, the basics, the nomens, the verbs, how to use it. Trust me, if your foundation is strong, learning B1 and B2 becomes much, much way easier. So, I focused on these grammar basics, so you too can focus on the structure, common verbs and conjugations, basic vocabulary, and cases. German language has cases, something called as cases, which you will see when you learn the language. What is nominative, what is accusative, what is dative, and what is genitive. So these are the cases we have in German language. If you master these early, your progress will skyrocket, will go at blitz speed, lightning speed, as they say in German, blitz schnell. Now, speaking, the third part I'm talking or going to talk about is speaking. Speaking is more important than anything else, and I mean it. When I say it, I mean it. I realize that speaking is the most important part of learning the language. Speaking. Many learners focus only on the grammar, only on writing, only on listening, but if you don't practice, you will struggle in Germany when you talk to the native people. You will struggle in real life conversations. And when you converse, you will not be confident at all. So, in order to take these challenges head on, I created my own practice groups. I made WhatsApp groups, I made Telegram groups, I participated in other existing Telegram groups where we practiced speaking every day without failure, without being absent. We corrected each other's mistakes. There were people who had C1 level language, there were people with B1, B2. So we had a myriad of people with diverse proficiencies and expertise, and we improved each other. So It is challenging to find a speaking partner, but we live in modern era where everyone is connected to everybody else, so it is possible. Even if you don't have a group, talk to yourselves in German. Describe what you are doing, think in German, and don't worry about mistakes. That is how you progress in a new language, especially a foreign language. Reading. My secret strength was reading. I was always good at English reading. I had a knack of reading two newspapers, three newspapers in a day, and I can just skim through the topics in English language. I had a knack of reading magazines, newspapers, books. So my biggest strength that came at my rescue in German language was also reading. Lesen, as we say in German. I read a lot of German newspapers. Yes, you heard it right. I got those newspapers in Goethe library. There are Goethe certificate, Goethe centers which teach German. You can go there to their libraries, read books. Okay, you can get membership and you can even borrow books. So I used to read a lot of German newspapers, articles, short stories, and that helped me a lot. So learn new vocab, enrich your vocab according to your niveau. The more the merrier. It is not going to harm you at all. Okay, understand sentence structures. Why is it written in this way? And just ape it. And learning a new language is all about aping, copying, reproducing in your sentences, in your writings, in your speaking. Improve on comprehension skills. This is how it will improve your comprehension also. If you love reading, use it as your advantage, but don't just read. Speak out loud, summarize what you just read, and write about it in German language. The last section that I'm going to talk about is vocab. Vocab is a game changer. Many people ask, do I need a big vocab to speak German? Yes, bro, yes, you need, but you don't need to learn thousands of words. Just you you should not open a dictionary and keep learning. No. Build it while you read. Instead, I built my vocabulary while reading. Beim Lesen. So make flashcards. There are many apps. You can make handwritten flashcards. You can use apps like Anki. You can make word list. You can separate verbs this side, adjectives this side, and daily phrases this side. This is how you learn. Context based learning. That is my favorite section. Read an article, read a newspaper, read an article of 400 words, and learn the meaning in that context. Here, what does the word say? So, reading and listening to real conversation, like listening to news articles in German language. DW, the site, ZDF, Der Spiegel. So one of these. One of the easiest ways is to listen. So the next section I'm going to talk about is listen to German every day. One of the easiest ways to improve fast is by listening. I listen to German news like Tagesschau, Deutsche Welle, ZDF. I listen to German podcasts like Easy German, Slow German, Coffee Break German, ZDF podcast, and German YouTube canals or channels, as they say. Even if I didn't understand everything, I kept listening daily. Over time, my brain started recognizing the patterns, and comprehension improved naturally with time. So, you need to show patience. Conclusion and final tips that I would like to put forward is, let's summarize it. Learn it offline if possible. That is the best way to learn. It is faster and possible to speak and interact with your classmates. Focus on A1 and A2 basic parts. Speak from day one, even if you make mistakes. Even if you make mistakes. Create or join a practice group, be it WhatsApp, Telegram, or there's Go Talk or something like that. So, or Twitter. Listen to German news podcast and the native speakers. Read a lot of German newspapers and build your vocab. If I could learn within 11 months, 12 months, you could just do it. Just be consistent, practice daily, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. If you really found this helpful, like our video, subscribe to us, and most important, if you did not like something or if you do not agree to it, yeah, so if you really liked or if you found something missing or you don't agree, please do comment, write to us, and that helps us in improving ourselves and presenting better topics and content with you. Thanks a lot. Cheers.